Welcome to Arlo Robotics Investor and Analyst Day. Now, roundtable discussion with industry experts.
What is the importance of imaging radar for ADAS, and what part will imaging radar have in your system? Start with Gonen, and then Matt, and then Johan.
Yeah, sure. I think especially on the retail side, when you cannot just offload tons of very expensive LiDARs on the roof, I think eventually us as customers on the retail side, I think as Matt said, why can't I buy one, right? So in order to get to this level in mass market so anybody can buy it, I think readers have a critical role in getting to the next level from assist and beep functions and alert functions to something you can actually trust on the highway and more like parking, etc. So picking the most valuable ones, and I think radars are definitely the right complementary sensor to the camera. I'd say the second primary sensor that I think is valued from cost and performance, and mostly the two things, adding diversity. It's not an optical sensor, so in a very complex environment, adding diversity is very important. And the other thing is, from cost perspective, it's the one that probably the right cost point for retail.
Matt?
I agree. Since it began, Ghost envisioned a radar plus camera solution as the primary sensors for full autonomy. And with those two, we can have the safety and the scale that we need to really reach many, many people. And that's because the radar and the cameras are so complementary. Cameras have great spatial resolution. Radars have instantaneous range and velocity estimation. They work together so very well. I think the trick is ultimately going to be how we combine the data from each of these to maximize the benefit. And that's actually a really exciting challenge, is how do we take the camera data, the radar data, and use that to make driving decisions. I guess one other point I wanted to make is we talk about imaging a lot, and images are great, but I think that we should not lose sight of the fact that we really need to make sure that all the parts of the radar are up to par on this. The sensitivity, the resolutions, the dynamic range, all of those things need to be there to make sure that whatever images or other data products that we provide, that those are really top notch, so we can have the trustworthiness that Ron mentioned in the previous question.
Johan?
Yeah, I totally agree with the previous speakers, and I just wanted to make one additional comment on the imaging side of the radars here. Is radar's always been interesting in these applications because of its resilience or its sort of orthogonality with the camera solutions. And in this case, we're looking at a solution that is providing a 100-fold increase of the resolution, and that's going to trigger a lot of innovation on top of that. So that's what I think is a really remarkable thing that is happening under our feet.